Right guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry it's been so long, I've just been, as always, mad busy. Haven't been able to get a midweek one out, but I'm back now, so what about you? This week I got quite a bit coming up. Wired a new pump in to the grow on pond and sorted out some of the electrics in there, so things should be, well, the main reason in doing that was so I can get my daughter to clean the filters, and the electrics are a bit more usable for her, so I've plenty more entries into the Decoy virtual show, which is great. I'll pop up some of them. Have to bowl up some of my koi, get some photographs taken ready for the Saki Hikari show. The water quality is back tip top 100% here at the pond. You can tell I got my Koi Masters Advantage back, so things are looking absolutely sparkling again, as I'm sure you'd agree. I can honestly say it may not work for everyone, but that stuff works for me. So without further ado guys, let's get on with the video. So here we are, wiring in new switch boxes and pumps. Just thought give you a look at some of the show. I think there's going to be some decent ones out here. Just while the air's off. Colour's really starting to come through on them now. Look at that one. If you can see it. Might make some decent fish out of these after all. Just a little tip, if you are installing a new pump with rubber boots straight onto the threads, it pays just to load them up with a bit of PTFE tape, I think it's called. I'm not a plumber, but it does help to prevent any leaks. So I'll go on, get it fitted. So, all wired in and tidied up. Did a substantial water change, so the temperature is just approaching 21. It'll go back up to 22. And yeah, fries seem happy enough. There is a couple of kohaku in here that may turn out alright as well, but the odd tancho. Now it's time to start the training with junior Decoy. Get my daughter Lily in here cleaning the filters. She's showing an interest in the fish, so I'll got the new pump wired in. Which is just a cheap Chinese copy, the G code or whatever it's called, J code. To be honest, the pumps themselves are the same units as what the brand names are. Just really the controller that's different, because I have dismantled. I've got one on my other pond that's the same, so I'll get Lily in here and start her on her filter cleaning. What about you guys? As you can see, I managed to get a couple of jobs done out in the grow on. Jobs that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I was beginning to feel like Andrew Daly, just letting them roll on there. So finally got them ticked off, got the new pump in, got the electrics wired in, and yeah, everything's all hunky-dory out there now. So as it's Saturday today, yesterday was the final day to get your entries in for the Decoy virtual koi show, and we did have quite a few extras come in, so well chuffed with that. Some cracking fish. Big shout out to young Evie for forcing her granddad to get some koi out of the pond and bowl them up and get them entered. I'll run through the rest of the entries. I'll pop them up as I did last week and let you see them. What's going to happen now is I will pick one, and then the ladies in the house will pick another two, and they will go up then on my community page for a vote. So for all you guys, I know James Koi Whisperer, Koi Chronicles, Andrew Daly, you've all got pretty active Facebook pages and stuff, so if you share that community post on there and see if we can get a lot of people taking part in the poll, that'd be great. And don't be taking offence if your fish ain't up there. Make sure and share it, guys, and then we'll let the public decide on which is the best out of the three that I put up. I know I said there wasn't going to be any prizes, but I can't really do that. I'm sure I'll sort something out, and we'll get something sorted for the winner. What a view. Everyone seems happy. I am suffering like Andrew with a little bit extra mucus on me Shiro Atsuri and a couple of the others, really, with a few veins and stuff. I have had some fluctuations in the pH. I don't know whether it's to do with the rain we've had or the fact that I had so many weeks without getting the Koi Masters advantage in. I don't know, but they seem happy enough. I don't think there's any parasites. Unfortunately, we're not going to have Koi of the Week this week, and that's because I'm going to have to bowl some up and take photographs for the Saki Hikari Koi show that I'm entering, and I'll do some footage of bowling them up, so you will get a fix of koi anyway, and you can laugh at my photography skills because I'm absolutely awful at photographing koi, but I'll do my best. So anyway, guys, stick with it, and good luck to those that have entered the koi show. It's anyone's game with Lady Decoy and the two junior decoys selecting, so it will be on their taste, I'm afraid. Anyway, I'll go on and get my gear set up and get some fish bowled up ready for the photographs for the show. So, got the photo booth set up. Not for you, Holly. Out! Now it's time to catch a fish. They've seen me with the net, so they've all, apart from this guy, which is probably going to be the first, the Chiba. Whenever you're bowling a koi, just have everything to hand. Preparation is key. Don't go mad at them, don't go chasing them around. If they look like they're getting too stressed, just leave it. Give them a minute. Just slow and steady. So I'm going to go and try and catch me a Chiba. So I think this fish was around 30 cm when I got her. She's pushing 40 already. Unbelievable. Now it's time to get the camera, try and get a decent picture. Right guys, I've had a few out. Well, I've had a couple out, bowled them up. That's it. I'm not taking any more out. I think it stressed me out more than it stressed them out, so it's just not for me, that bowling the fish up for, unless there's proper due reason. So I'm not going to do it anymore. I couldn't get a decent photograph anyway, so I probably won't be entering that show. The proper stressed them out, so that's that. What I would say is I've been watching Martin's videos down at the Devon Koi Pond. If you don't subscribe to his channel, it's a great channel, real interesting bloke, knows his stuff, and he's always discussed that he runs really slow flow rates through his filters, which gives him more dwell time. And I was considering turning my eazy pod down because it's running sort of 10,000 litre full chat through a heater, through a mid-level return. And funny enough, when I did my filters midweek last week, usually when I do my filters I do the eazy pod first, and then I'll dump that, boil it and dump it twice, and then I'll do the Nexus and I'll boil that and dump that twice, and that drops the water in the pond a substantial amount, which means when I'm topping it back up through the dechlorinator, I can only run the eazy pod pump at 50%. So while it's topping back up, I have that set to run at 50%, and the until the pond level comes back up, otherwise it'll run the eazy pod dry. But what I did notice, I forgot to turn the eazy pod pump back up to 100%, and it had been running at 50% from Wednesday last week until sort of Friday when I cleaned the filters again. And when I had a look in the eazy pod, because I always have a good look at the waste, because let's face it, it's fascinating now. But when I looked at the waste in the eazy pod, the settlement, there was a lot finer settlement on top of the waste at the bottom. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep it running at 50%. The only reason I run them so high is because that pump creates the current around the pond, creates the flow, and I like the fish to be forced to be active, if you like, rather than just sitting there being lazy. So if you've got a bit of current, forces them to swim, creates hunger and helps with growth, really. So yeah, Martin, I'm going to try it at 60, leave it at that for the week and see how it goes. So yeah, that's about it for this week's video, guys. I had planned to bowl a lot more fish up. What I will say is I've managed to get myself a new camera. I bought a new camera the other week from Camera World. Spent quite a bit of money on it because they had it advertised on special offer, and if you buy these extra pieces with it you get this, that and the other. And I paid for it, paid for express delivery, and when it didn't turn up the next day I contacted them and they told me it wasn't in stock. So I had a bit of a go saying, how can you advertise something on special offer if you haven't even got it in stock? And they told me they'd contact me the following Monday and let me know. So on the Monday they never bothered to contact me, so I reached out to them again, and then they advised me that their words were, I know we told you it was going to be 2 weeks, but they never did. But that's how they got back to me. They said, I know we said it was going to be 2 weeks, but it's actually going to be longer. So in the end I told them to shove it and give me my money back. The problem is it was such a popular camera, it was out of stock everywhere else. So that was a bit gutting. But lo and behold, I've just been in the house and found out it's in stock somewhere else, so I've bought that and that's going to be here Monday, so I'm looking forward to that. New Sony ZV-1, half decent camera. But on that, I also bought new media for the centre of the Nexus because I'm running standard K1. I wanted to put the micro K1 in there from Absolute Koi. I also ordered a lid for the Nexus from them as well, and that never showed up. That was 10 days ago. I contacted them and they said they're waiting on an order from Evolution Aqua, so everyone's in the same boat at the minute. Nobody can get any stuff, so kind of hoping that'll be here soon, and I'll get the media swapped over in the inside of the Nexus. But anyway, that's about it for this week's video, guys. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, smash that subscribe button down the bottom, and I'll keep you posted. We'll get in, have a look at these koi entries, and get a wee video together on the ones that we've selected, and get that community post out sometime in the near future. So anyway, take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, more importantly, look after your fish.